What up, bitches? It's the misanthropic one, aka He Who Hungers, and I'm back up in this bitch for another rant/review. Want to do another episode of Slept On Shit, S.O.S, where I talk about older slept on shit or underrated stuff, you know what I mean? And I want to talk about this album right here, Mobb Deep's third album titled Hell on Earth. This video goes out to my brother, Immobilarity. Shout out to you. If it wasn't for him, this episode might have been pushed back a while. And I know how special Mobb Deep is to you. So this one goes out to you, my brother. Oh, and shout out Mike Sears also from Speak Your Clout podcast. But anyway, yeah, Mobb Deep, Hell on Earth, third album. This shit right here, fucking beautiful. A beautiful, artful display of hip hop right here. This is basically when the East and West Coast shit was popping off, and you had to come with your strongest, and these dudes were on the East Coast front lines, and this is one of the seminal East Coast albums of that time. So let me jump right into it. Also, rest in peace, Prodigy from Mobb Deep. It's been, I would say, a little bit more than a year. I seen all the pictures about last week, you know, saying it's been a year since he's gone. So just want to remind y'all, rest in peace, Prodigy, one half of the legendary MCs in this group. Okay, so let's jump right into the artwork for those that don't have this. Front is very basic. There's nothing really going on here. Kind of boring, to be honest, but once you get right into the music, this just goes right the fuck away, you know what I mean? There's the back, got Havoc there, Prodigy over here. Got 14 tracks on, this is the regular version. If you get the international version, again, I gotta shout out Immobilarity, because he was I remember he was talking about somebody that hooked him up with the international version or put him onto it or whatever, and it has the original part 1 of Shook Ones. That's a Mobb Deep song. Shook Ones part 2, that's one of the songs that put Mobb Deep on the map, made them a force to be reckoned with. But a lot of people never heard part 1. I think that was relegated to like a 12-inch or something. But if you get the international version of this, they actually throw it on here as one of the regular tracks. It's in the middle of the album. I forget which track it is. But on this one, it's just 14 tracks, okay? And here are the liner notes and the art from the inside. There you go. Okay, you take the CD out. Got another picture of P and Have right there. And I was reading on Wikipedia, by the way, a while back, that if you put in this CD as an enhanced, it used to be like a back in the day, like you would have enhanced CDs that you could put into your CD-ROM drive in your computer, and you get an extra track on there. So I never tried that with this. No, actually, that's a lie. I don't know if they put out non-enhanced ones and regular enhanced ones, but I have put this in only to rip it and put it on my iTunes. So there was nothing, no other data that came off of it. So I don't know. Let me take this out here. Show y'all the insides. So see, back in the days you had the fan club shit, so you would have to order your shit if you wanted to get some of these shirts, or go to a show. This thing is fucking ridiculous. Yeah, so you could order your Loud Records shit. And by the way, Loud Records was probably one of the greatest record labels in the 90s for this type of sound. Fucking insane. You had the Alcoholics, MOP, Wu-Tang, Mobb Deep, Big Pun, fucking crazy shit. Okay, see, there you go. They're wearing Loud Records shit right there. There are more pictures of Havoc and P, the infamous Mob. I guess that's those are their hands right there. Okay, you got the liner notes. Other side is just straight up artwork. So yeah, there you go. Production on this shit, I mean, this is all vintage fucking Havoc. I love old Havoc shit, man. Love that old sound, man. Again, Mobilarity, you know what type of equipment that Havoc was using at the time. I'm not sure if he was using an ASR or any of that shit, or MPC, so I'm sure you're gonna see this video, so comment down there with the specifics of what Havoc was using. But Havoc doesn't really produce like this anymore. I wish he would go back to this dirty fucking dark style of his. This is fucking, I mean, you get goosebumps listening to this shit. I mean, a lot of y'all know about the infamous album, which is the album before this one. Again, by the way, this is what I call my top three of Mobb Deep: Infamous, Hell on Earth, and Murder Music. Those are the key fucking Mobb Deep albums. Okay, but that Havoc sound is ridiculous. You know, you have the crackling of the record in the background, and you have the classical and piano sound. I fucking love it, man. I wish Havoc would go back to that shit. That's part of what made Mobb Deep special to me. And then obviously, you know, Havoc rhymes as well, but Prodigy had those lines, man. Fucking crazy quotables, man. With this shit, what else makes it special besides what I just mentioned? I mean, back then, like I said, Mobb Deep, hands down, you weren't fucking with them. You know what I mean? Straight, raw Queensbridge shit, okay? But you had dope ass tracks on here. And by the way, let me give a shout out to some of the features. That's what I wanted to do, because I just said the production, so I might as well give a shout out to the features, okay? You have Ty Nitty and Gambino, who are part of infamous, who are part of the infamous Mobb Deep crew. You got Big Noid, obviously he's part of them. Shout out to Noid. You got Method Man on here. You got Raekwon. I have Nas. And you got an early appearance of Illa G. Back then he was going as General G. Illa G is a dude that he never gets any shine, man. That dude is ill. I love Illa G, man. I wish he would have, you know, taken this and ran with it at the time. Um, or I don't know if he got any underground tracks throughout the time, because you know how it is. A lot of these guys, they record shit and the shit don't come out or it gets shelved or whatever. But Illa G definitely had a dope fucking verse on and let me forget the name of the track that he was on. Can't get enough of it. Yeah. And yo, he is funny. I remember one interview or something that he said that when he originally was gonna record with Mobb Deep, he was planning on robbing those dudes. Yo, Illa G is fucking hilarious, man. Hold on. My screensaver keeps popping up. Yeah, but yeah, let's jump right into this shit. What makes this album special besides everything I just said? You got a response to what's my man's name? Tupac Shakur. Because at the time, Tupac was beefing with a lot of East Coast brothers, and Mobb Deep wasn't spared from his wrath, man. But they came back with track 2 on this album, Drop a Gem on them. My God, man. Havoc and P came in and love that beat. That beat, just, you hear that and you're already like, what the fuck is this? That, again, that haunting piano shit. You know, that shit reminds me of just standing in the rain and like watching Batman whoop the shit out of people. That's what I get when I listen to that shit. Like, it's I know it sounds crazy, but that's what I envision when hearing that beat. And then Havoc comes in, and then P comes in. You know, Havoc comes in. His lines are more, I guess you could say, battle orientated, but you know who it's going towards. But P, you know, he doesn't mention Pac's name, but you know he's just mentioning incidents, talking about him getting his what do you call it, the Quad City shooting and all that stuff. Dude, man, I have the whole New York State aiming at your face. I mean, P just is brilliant. I know it sounds crazy, like with his because sometimes the rhymes itself, if you just say it, it sounds kind of basic, but P had a way of just saying some simplistic shit and it just sounded like, God damn, dude, did you just say that shit? And I guess that's what I'm trying to say about that track. I mean, that was a serious response, and he didn't even really have to say his fucking name. I fucking love that shit. Extortion, great track featuring Method Man. Again, that track, everyone's shining on there. Method Man comes in and he shows you why he can't be fucked with on the mic. Let's see, what else did I want to talk about? Man Down. This is one of the reasons why I really want to talk about this album right here, Man Down, track 6. Because, you know, with Man Down, that track, I believe it was going towards the Def Squad, or I should say specifically Keith Murray, because I know Keith Murray and Prodigy had a beef in the 90s, and there were lines in there, and a lot of people don't really reference this shit. That's what bothers me. And this is one of those beefs that kind of went under the radar, you know what I mean? Kind of like the Tupac and De La Soul shit. This is another beef that kind of very few people reference. Like P goes, I'm trying to holler at any squad that's deaf. And then Big Noid comes in, and he basically, to me, it's more obvious that they're going at the Def Squad when he goes, what's that line? He says something about to all them niggas talking that space shit. I'm gonna take a rocket, shove it up your ass, and give you a lift. And how I know that is because I believe it was on the Infamous album when Prodigy in one of the skits had said, and all you motherfuckers talking that weirded out space shit, you know, that was to Keith Murray. And so when he brought up space shit again, you knew that they were still keeping that beef going. But, you know, unfortunately, Prodigy ain't here to speak for himself. That's what I'm getting from it. But I know that shit got physical. I believe that Keith Murray met him at a club one night or whatever. And I think, correct me if I'm wrong on this, I think Murray got physical with Prodigy. I think he like punched him or something like that. Then I heard a rumor about Redman too. One day Redman got physical with Prodigy too as well. I don't know if that's true or not. See, that's the problem with all these beefs that don't get any type of real height, I guess, or real attention. Like, this is all hearsay, you know, people talking about the shit. So I don't know. But yeah, fucking A, man. G.O.D. Part 3. There's a little, I don't know if they did this on purpose, but with the hook at the end of that song, I don't know if the vocals got messed up when they go, it's a G.O.D. Father Part 3. At the end of the song, it goes, it's the G.O. Father Part 3. I don't know if they did that because on purpose, because when you keep going, they keep saying it's the G.O.D. Father Part 3, but there's one in particular where it goes, it's the G.O. Father Part 3. So either way, that doesn't tarnish the album for me. I just think that this is fucking insane, man. Hell on Earth, Apostles, Warning, my God, dude. That's all I gotta say, really. Guys, I know y'all love the Infamous album. I love it. To me, that's a classic album, but no one really talks about this shit, okay? And just want to shout out Mobb Deep. Shout out to Havoc, rest in peace, Prodigy, obviously. I know that supposedly Havoc's working on a new Mobb Deep album. A single just came out called something about a cannon. I forget. It's something Let Loose the Cannon or some shit like that. I forget I just saw it as I was surfing the net and shit. I just happened to see it. I didn't listen to it yet. But yeah, I just hope that Havoc, if you watch this video, please, I want that vintage shit on that album. But anyway, yeah, y'all know the deal. Leave your love, leave your hate, most of all subscribe, support dope shit, definitely support dope shit. And that's it. Shout out to my man Immobilarity and Mike Sears, and that's it. Like, share, comment, subscribe. That's it. Peace, bitches.